Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, and today we're at Pointsett Bridge in the mountains above Greenville, South Carolina. I have never been here before. It's something new for me. One of the things that got me into photography many years ago, I was stationed in Puerto Rico and picked up the camera for the first time, and it forced me to get out of my house and kind of explore what is around. And so I'm using this also as another way for me to get out and explore the things that are around me. I've lived here in Greenville for almost 2 years now and have never been here. If time permits, or actually if the role permits, I will also be going to some of the other places that are around here. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how much photos I take from around here. Going to be shooting with the Canon TI again, and this time we're going to be using Arista EDU 100. It's a film that I have never shot before, in a location I've never shot before. Hopefully I've worked out some of the kinks on me filming, and I've got a chesty, so that way I can talk to you guys as I'm filming, and well, yeah, we'll go from there. So one of the things I'm looking at right now, and I'm not sure if it's going to come out. I still need to start looking to see in black and white. But I'm looking at the shadows inside these old rocks, and then some of the snow that's there. I think it would be a good contrast between the snow, the lichen, and the rocks. So right now I'm shooting with a Sigma 35 1.4. It's a fairly sharp lens, and I really have no idea how sharp this film is. It's a budget film, so I figured the sharper the better, just because I don't think that this is something in the I know it's not something in the professional realm of film. Once again, I'm just looking at these rocks and the texture. Not sure how well you guys can hear me next to the water. I did 21 years in the Coast Guard, and I just am naturally attracted to water. I don't know what it is. Whenever I go out to go look for something, I always end up at water. So I'm using the same lenses as I used in my last video. The 35 1.4, the 50 1.4, and the 16 to 35 f4 by Canon. Not sure how well this plays out on the GoPro, on the video, but I see that waterfall through the arch. I'm gonna try and get, so I'm opening up my aperture. Let's see, to round f11, and that should give me enough depth of field so that way I can get the bridge and the waterfall back there. One of the things I do like about digital, probably the only thing I like about digital over film, is the ability to have a flip-up screen where I don't have to lay on the ground to take my picture. This is one of those times that I really wish that I had a flip-up screen. I'm not about to lay down in this water. It's about 40 degrees right now, and I really don't have the gear to get soaking wet. Well, that's it from Pointsett Bridge. Walked down some of the trails around here, and pretty much everything here is the bridge. So we'll move on to the next spot, and I'll see you then. All right, so our next spot is the Campbell Covered Bridge in the mountains above Greenville again. Unlike the last place, I have been here before. This is one of those special places for me. My mom moved up here to Greenville in 2014, and this is one of her favorite spots. This is the last remaining covered bridge in South Carolina, and my mom loves South Carolinas. And not sure if it's on screen or not, but there's a tree right over here that doesn't have any leaves on it right now. It's a dogwood, and that was also my mom's favorite tree. So I came here in spring of 2022 and took some pictures. It was all digital, but the dogwood was in bloom and has beautiful white flowers on it, and then had the Campbell Covered Bridge behind it. So once again, another spot for me to take photos of today. So I'm still shooting with the Canon TI, and I'm using my ultra wide, my 16 to 35 right now. This place is a little bit different, where there is actually some greenery here. Here in January, there isn't too many places that still have leaves on the trees. I don't know if it's normally like this, but this has been a really dry winter. It's been really cold, and so we haven't got hardly any rain or snow for that matter. I think we got like 3/4 of an inch last week. But I have been here in the summertime, and this whole rock that I'm walking on right now is completely covered in water. So this is one of those places that I am going to get down on the ground. It's a little bit drier here than that other place. I'm looking for, see if we can find some interesting reflections here. Let's see. Reflections aren't really what I thought they would be. Let me see if I can find a better angle. I'm really surprised that there isn't more people out here today. It's 50 degrees right now where I'm freezing, but I still have my Florida blood from moving up here a couple years ago. But it's 50 degrees. It's a nice day, but in a couple days it's supposed to get down to wind chill of like 2 degrees. And when I was stationed in Detroit, like, you saw everyone go out when the weather was nice before the winter hit, and if it warmed up really at all, everyone was out. So I just kind of expected that to be here too. So here I'm looking at some of the newer boards and older boards. So there's some really weathered ones and some brand new pine. And I think it'd make a pretty good picture just with the contrast. Not a lot of light in here though. That one's probably not going to come out. Shooting at 1/10 of a second. Let me see if I can take another one. I'm going to take a couple. So I've switched to the 50 now, and once again I'm going to try and use those railings as leading lines. I haven't used the 50 at all today. Just trying to get a different perspective. I love this place and it upsets me at the same time. I would really love to show more of the water with the opening of the bridge, so that way you can tell it's a covered bridge and not just a box on stilts. It just really isn't a good angle to show the bridge and the water at the same time. All right, so that's it from Campbell Covered Bridge. There's only so many things that you could take pictures of a covered bridge. So I think for the rest of the roll, I'm going to drive down some of these old farm roads and see what I can find. I've seen, you know, quite a few barns that are falling down and things like that, and I don't know what it is. I have an immediate attraction to those kind of things, so that's probably what I'll do. I will I'll bring you along for the way. See if I can get focus on anything. If you can't see on there, it says "Help Me," spray painted in there. These barns with the hay bales are pretty cool though. I think this will look good in black and white. Let's see. Another one's gonna be a little difficult to get just because how dark it is in there. All right, let's go on to the next spot. This one looked better from the road. Coming up, you can see the trees behind it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good enough angle with the orchard and then the shop in front. Let's see. Not sure if I blocked it or not. Civil War vets for Trump. I've got 3 more frames left. I might as well just kill it all here. Last frame of the roll. Hopefully I'm getting this. And that's a wrap.